Good morning, good morning, good morning. Excuse me. My name is Richard Lewis Brown. Today is April 23rd, 2021. I seek your support to become the new Local 1000 president. Ballots have been mailed. If you haven't received your ballot, contact Local 1000 Elections at SEIU1000.org. That's Local 1000 Elections at SEIU.org. Okay? If you haven't gotten your ballot yet, contact Local 1000 at Local 1000 Elections at SEIU.org. CC me on the email, richardthereal7437 at gmail.com. Make sure you CC me on that email so we can ensure you get your ballot. richardthereal7437 at gmail.com. This video this morning represents this yellow shirt that I'm wearing. This is a warning to Local 1000 President Yvonne Walker. Do not try to cheat this election. I repeat, just because you've done this in the past and you've used the mail system in the past to help you win elections, I'm telling you, do not try to cheat or use any corruption to win this election because of your insecurities. Don't do that. I'm telling you this. Do not try to cheat this election. Don't throw votes out. And you make sure that when people become members, new members, they receive their ballot. Okay? Someone tried to become a new member, and now he's being told he's outside the window, that he cannot get his ballot. Are you going to refund his money? This person just became a member on April 13th. But he was told by the elections committee that he cannot vote in this election. Where does it say on this key election date, where does it say that there's a deadline on becoming a member to receive a ballot? It doesn't say that. Because you're cheating, Yvonne Walker. You and the Local 1000 Elections Committee are cheating. They're doing what you tell them to do, like you've done in the past. Nowhere on here does it say that. Our policy file states, new membership, effective the time assigned membership payroll deduction is received by the membership department of Local 1000. New members are deemed to be in good standing at the time Local 1000 receives that membership application. That does not mean that you have to withdraw their money first for them to vote. That's for someone who was already a member. I'm sending you this clear-cut message, Yvonne Walker, and a few other people as well. All those tricks and shenanigans you've done in the past, I will not, in the name of God through Jesus Christ, you will not win this time like this. And you call yourself African American? The black people I know, we want to make sure that everybody has the right to vote because we know where we came from. We didn't forget where we came from. We understand how we arrived to this country as slaves. Therefore, we believe that everyone should have that right to vote. And there should be no poll tax. And there are no voter restrictions. And I have yet to see you, Yvonne Walker, come out and encourage the non-members to vote. But no, because you want their money, because you want them to pay for your political expenses, because you want them to pay to support politics. I'm telling you this. Don't try to cheat this election. Again, I'm pointing to your insecurities. The fact that you've been on union leave since 1998 and you don't want to go back to your state job. Because to you, this is the only job you'll ever have, where you'll ever be in power, where you'll ever be able to control people's lives with your high school education. And I say that with love and respect. But you forgot where you came from, Yvonne Walker. And you want to talk about Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter means that our lives matter too. That doesn't mean we're trying to diminish non-black people. We respect all lives. What we're asking for is equality, not just with the police and how they treat us, but in the workplace, in the school system, everywhere we go as black people in America. But here you are leading as an example, but you're not an example of my African-American community, not the black community I'm from, not the shenanigans you pull. You're a thief and you're a cheat. You're not allowing this man to vote. And I sent the email. Why aren't you not allowing this man to vote after becoming a member? No response yesterday. They had to 5 p.m. yesterday. They're not that busy. You know why you don't want to respond? Because you're lying, you're cheating, you're hustling, and you're doing everything you possibly can to win this election because of your insecurities. And you put more people on the ballot so you can make sure that Tony Owens and their people, not Tony Owens, Sophia Perkins and her people, they can't win. You and Miguel working together side by side, running 2 different slates. You know what you're doing. I see you, Sharon. I see you, Carmen. I'm telling you in the name of God through Jesus Christ, to those who praise Allah, I see you too. And to those of the 12 tribes, Yahweh, I'm seeing you. And to those who don't believe in God, but to those who believe in doing what's right, who believe in practicing the golden rule, why am I the only one that calls her out for her theft, for her cheating, her corruption, her insecurities, her arrogance, her selfishness? Why am I always the only one doing this? Because I'm the only leader you have. And you won't send out those ballots to those people, these new members, because you know in your heart, 99% of those new members, let's just be honest, they're all voting for me because the other people don't care about non-members because they're just concerned about the members. I'm concerned about members and non-members because our contract, by law, we must address the non-members as well as the due-paying members. That contract represents everybody. I'm telling you this on April 23rd, 2021. You're cheating, you're lying, you're corruption. Again, you going through the mail system cheating, it's not going to work this time. And you think because you're the one that those election protests go through that you can control this election because you're the incumbent per the policy file, that elections protest that goes to you and you turn over to the elections committee, the committee that you appoint, you think it's going to go the way you want it to go? Not this time. Because you're a hypocrite. You want to talk about Georgia and all those voter restrictions in Georgia, and you want to talk about how you helped turn out to vote to get Biden elected in his massive voter turnout victory, but yet you do the same opposite for the union, and then you wonder why people say that unions are corrupt. You're the reason why they say unions are corrupt. You're the reason why they say Local 1000 will never change. And you're the reason why I say change is not enough. Change sounds like recycle. You can take something, you can recycle it. All these other candidates, they're just trying to recycle. You can't recycle you, Yvonne. You can't recycle this corruption. You can't recycle this systemic system of downplaying the importance of taking care of the people because you've never taken care of anyone but yourself. You cannot recycle the evilness that you have done, giving up our money so many different times and refusing to, quote, go on strike because you know we have the ability to go on strike after our contract has expired. So all you people out here who said we can't go on strike, you're not listening to my words. When our contract expires and we reach a legal impasse after fighting for a new contract, we can go on strike. But do you tell that to people, Yvonne? No. No, you don't. You keep people in the dark because you're selfish and you're egotistical and you're trying to cheat this election. You're not getting away with it this time. And I want everyone to share this video. I'm calling you out. You think because these election protests have to go to you. That's what you're thinking. You can control it. No, you're not. I'm going to put you on blast to the whole world. I'm just getting started with you. You think I've been coming for you. No. Now, this is the warning shirt. I'm telling you, I'm on you. I'm on you. And when I continue to get these calls from people telling me what you're doing, it's just a matter of time that someone has the courage to stand up and say, I'm willing to testify against Yvonne Walker. It's just a matter of time. You're discriminating against white people who don't belong to the Democratic Party. That's what you're doing. You're discriminating because of the color of their skin and because of the color of their political party. You're discriminating against these white people. That's what you're doing. But yet, in the same hand, you want us as black people in America to be treated with fairness and respect. But yet, you're the one discriminating. And then you wonder why white people, they don't say it openly because it's not politically correct. But you wonder why white people oftentimes roll their eyes at us black people. They talk underneath their breath. Because what you're saying is not what you're practicing. You're a hypocrite. Again, you're trying to cheat this election. I know you are. When these people become new members, and they should have up to at least May 7th the last day to ask for a duplicate ballot. That would give them enough time for the union to get the application, process it, send out a ballot, and for them to get it back by 5 p.m. on May 20th, and they got to send it back by the United States Post Office. But you don't tell people that stuff because you don't care. You give out the appearance that you care, but you don't because you never did. And that's why I said, you're not real black. You don't represent the black community I'm from. You give out the appearance that you're African American. But the real black folks I know don't tolerate this nonsense. And that's why I'm the only one that calls you out like this. And these other black folks in the union that tell you what you want to hear and support you, some of them don't like you either, because I get calls from them too. They don't believe in you either. But they smile in your face to keep the peace. I'm not keeping the peace. I'm telling it the way it is. You're trying to cheat the election. That's what you're trying to do. And I'm telling you, you will not win this time like you've done in the times in the past by cheating, fraud, throwing ballots out, sending ballots in. Oh, you didn't think I knew about that? I know. And people say, why did you even enter the race, Richard, if you know she cheats? Because my belief is in God through Jesus Christ. And I believe that love and hope overcomes evil and despair. That's why I've entered these races. That's why I keep talking. That's why I won't give up. Some people say it's easy to talk about believing in God. I believe in God, and I'm showing you my belief in God. Even though I know you're a cheater, and I know you're a fraud, and I know you're disrespecting my black community. I know you're doing all these things. I still enter this race. I did it in 2015. I did it in 2018. This time, I will defeat you. You've defeated everybody in your path. Demolished people, sued people. You've done everything to demoralize and destroy people's lives. And I'm saying to you in the name of God and Jesus Christ, you're not winning this time. All the evilness you've done over the years because you're insecure. You're not satisfied with yourself. You don't feel good about yourself. So you've walked around acting like you're the queen. You're not the queen. You were never the queen. But you walk around acting like that. And you give up our money. You destroy people's lives. People have been devastated by you. These people who wanted to retire in the last year or two, now they can't retire because they get their 2.5% pay increase on July 1st, 2020. They were counting on that money. They were planning on that money. But because you don't care, the only thing you care about is yourself. And that's why you're cheating to get this election victory. And I'm telling you, I'm warning you, do not cheat. Let these new people who become members, send them their ballot. Because every time they send that request to local 1000 elections at SCIU1000.org and they CC me, that's a track record. And every time you guys tell them that they're outside the window, what window are you talking about? You never put on their website, there's a deadline to become a member for you to get a ballot. You never said that. It's not said in the policy file. And I know what you're going to say, because it doesn't say in the policy file that you can make up any date that you want. That's what you're going to say. That's your argument. That's what the attorneys tell you. In the spirit of doing what is right, you are lying. You have not told anyone this is the window that you have to become a member. Okay? You have never said that. Nowhere in this key elections timeline. See, you're a liar, Yvonne Walker. December 23rd, 2020, it was on the website. Ballots are mailed on April 19th. Then you changed the tune up a few months later. Someone took a picture of that. And I want to thank that person. I won't put them on the spot, but they took a picture of that website. Now, you say the ballots will come on or around the 19th. If we can't trust you to tell us when you're mailing out the ballots correctly, how do we know that you mailed out all the ballots to the due-paying members? Wait a minute. Because you're such a liar and a cheat and you're a phony, capital F-O-N-Y, phony. I know how to spell phony. We don't even know how many dues-paying members there are in our union because you don't want nobody to know. It could be only 10,000 dues-paying members for all we know. You won't even tell us that because you're withholding information because of your insecurities. And you try to tell people You withhold the information because it's a political strategy. That's a complete lie. You're a liar in all facets and a hypocrite. And that's why I put you on blast about that Black Lives Matter. You shouldn't be involved in no Black Lives Matter or any other political issue, especially from a black person like you. You do what you got to do, Yvonne Walker. I'm telling you. You're not going to cheat this election. This is already the fourth situation because you're the incumbent. That's a conflict of interest. But because the board is too weak, okay, they couldn't change that because they're under your control. That's a conflict of interest. You let somebody withdraw their name after the February 12th deadline. You let that happen. This goes on and on with you because you're a thief. You're a hypocrite, a liar. And I'm telling you this in the name of God. I don't want to say this on video, but I have to. I have to be accountable. When someone's wrong as a leader, I got to call you on it. Even if it's from my black community, I got to call you out on it. You can't hustle me. You cannot hustle me. I'm not that type of person you can hustle. You can't buy me. You can't manipulate me. You cannot cheat me. I'm one of those rare people that come around every so often. Nothing you can do can stop me. I am not going to bend. I am not going to break. When I tell these people we're going to reduce your dues, that's what I mean. That's why you're doing everything you can to win this election. By any means necessary, that's what you're doing, legally and illegally. And you know that I'm going to stop all this money going to international. That's what you're really worried about. And they're probably calling you now saying, you better make sure you win that election. Because if you don't win that election, hear me on this on April 23rd, 2021. Because I've never said this, but I'm going to tell you now, everyone that's listening. Yvonne Walker has to win this election. And she'll do anything and everything that she can do to win. Because international is telling her, you don't win that election, that pension that you're expecting from us, you're not going to get it. Mark my word. When she retires, if she wins and she retires from the state of California, whenever that is, she's going to get not only a pension from the state of California, she's going to get a pension from international for all that money she sent over the years for her good behavior. But you didn't know that until today. In the name of God, through Jesus Christ, I'm saying this with love, but I'm saying it with intensity in my heart, with a conviction in my heart. I knew eventually it was going to come out about you. You better send this man his ballot. And anybody that signs up, you better send them their ballots. Don't you play these monkey games. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. There is no deadline on when to become a member to vote in this election. That deadline is when you can ask for that ballot. That's May 7th. That's that deadline that everybody knows about. Okay? You better send these people their ballots. Because if you don't, and then all these other little things that you're doing, because what people want to know is how do they know that their ballot was actually counted, even though they put the little tab off the top? Because really, the only way you really know that your ballot was really counted, not with that little tab, it's those envelopes that came in. Because what I want to know is how do we know that all those envelopes that came back really came from dues-paying members, and that's their signatures? Has anyone ever verified that every ballot and its return envelope and verified those signatures? Were those dues-paying members ever called to verify? Was a letter ever sent to them and they signed that letter and sent it back saying, yes, I voted, and this picture of this ballot and the return envelope signature, that's my signature. Has anyone ever challenged Local 1000 on that? Have they? I'm telling you ahead of time, Yvonne Walker, don't try to cheat. You cheated all these elections, and you've won through your cheating, and you've gotten away with it. This is the American way. Cheat. Call your lawyers and fight your way out of it in court. Go to the jury, and they're going to take a vote. Don't try it this time. Don't try that cheating, lying, hustling through the mail system. Don't try it. I'm telling you through the spirit world, do not try that. Let it go. If you lose, you lose. You win, you win. Do not try that cheating. There's going to be a verification. And that means that I got to sell everything I have Because these other lawyers that have helped Miriam Louisa and Ken Amidi and all that, no, they didn't have the right ones. See, I'm the type of person, once you set me, there is no end. This war won't end until you're gone. Okay? And gone doesn't mean Miguel Cordova, whatever deal that you've worked out with him, so he can keep you in power. And I'm sending a clear-cut message to Margarita Maldonado, Chief of Staff, right now. I know you're in a pickle. I know you're in a pickle, Margarita. You don't know what to do. And I know why you don't know what to do. All the cesspool that's swirling around in Local 1000 in headquarters, all those relationships, all the secret partnerships, all the backroom deals. You don't think I know about some of them, do you? Keep thinking what you think I don't know. You keep thinking that. And you keep thinking that I can't prove it. Thinking something, knowing something is one thing. Proving it in the court of law is another. I'm telling you, if you try this cheating, like you've done in the past, this is a constructive critique. And when you try to throw me out, when you try to demoralize and try to devastate my life, you may have done that to Miriam and Ken. Okay? But this is one of your own. This is somebody from the black community just like you. Text one to know one. Okay? They can't fight you like I can. Ain't nothing worse than seeing black folks fight with other black folks out in the media. Ain't nothing worse in America. Okay? You think you can run me? You want to try to run me off? All the while you're telling white folks about Black Lives Matter? What about my black life? And I'm not interacting with the police. Right now, I'm interacting with you. And it sounds like you got your foot on my neck. Both sides of my neck. And in a sense, you've had your foot on both sides of our necks for all of our represented employees since 2008. And a lot of folks are saying they can't breathe. Other people have just passed out. Other people have just retired and just said, to hell with it. I'll never support a union, and I'll never support Democrats ever again because of a person like you, Yvonne Walker. Do not try to cheat this election. I'm telling you this. Do not try to cheat. Let these people get their ballots. I'm warning you. I'm warning you. You think I'm bluffing. You think that I'm bluffing. I'm not. Again, if you'll cheat me, you'll cheat all the other candidates too. But because they're so weak and they're so insecure about themselves and they're afraid of you. See, I'm the only person who's not afraid of you. When I tell people I'm going to fight these politicians and they say, oh, you just talk a good game. Well, first of all, look at when I'm talking to you. I'm going at you. You don't intimidate me. I don't need you. You made these other people. You made Sophia Perkins. You made all these people, Miguel Cordova, all of them. You didn't make me. You didn't see me coming. You ain't never made me. No, God made me. And then my mother sent me through. She pulled me through. Okay? You can't break this one. And you know it. This is April 23rd, 2021. This is a clear-cut message to Yvonne Walker and to the Elections Committee. Do not cheat. Send these people their ballots. Answer my email that I sent you yesterday, because you're late. I'm going to send you another one here shortly. It's going to be right up on Facebook, and everybody's going to know, because I am the only leader that does things in a transparent fashion. People who are non-members continue to become members. Continue to CC me on that email to Local 1000 Elections at SEIU1000.org and ask for your ballot. Do not let her defeat you. We are not letting evilness and corruption defeat our union. We're not going to let no leader who's evil and corrupt and will cheat and do anything possible to win re-election. We are not going for it this time. There will be justice for all represented employees of Local 1000. Okay? And to the white people who are not Democrats, you will get justice. I'm done. Richard Lewis Brown, April 23rd, 2021. Forward this video. We're just getting started. Have a great day.